In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a secret door. This works for secret passages. You do something in one room, it opens up a door in another room or opens up a passage or something like that. So let's take a look at the scenario that we've got. Here's a temple on the right. We're going to have a pedestal in the temple, and we're going to be carrying a statue, a gold idol. We put the statue on the pedestal. It's going to open up a secret passage to the secret chamber. So until we put the statue on the pedestal, going west from the temple is going to be blocked. It'll say you can't go that way, or we could make it something a little more descriptive if we wanted to. But the trick of the whole thing is that we have to put this idol on the pedestal. When that happens, we're going to change the way the rooms are connected. We're going to take this temple that was normally connected west to nowhere, and we're going to connect it west to the secret chamber. Once you're in the secret chamber, you can always go back to the temple. So the secret chamber can always have the temple be hooked up to the temple. It's just this connection from the temple to the secret chamber is the one that we're going to have to change. So let's just take a look at how we might do that. Pardon me, I'm running in the debugger here. Okay, so here's our project. There's the temple. It's a long east-west chamber with a high vaulted ceiling. At the east end of the chamber, a stone pedestal sits on a raised platform, or stands on a raised platform. Here it's okay to mention an object in a description because the platform isn't portable. We couldn't pick it up and wander around with it. There's our oh, sorry. We should also add an object for the platform in case the player tries to look at it. Sorry, it's the pedestal. The pedestal is not portable, right? So it's okay to mention it in a room description. And notice that our temple is hooked up west to nowhere, and our secret chamber is hooked up east to the temple. So, and then where's our player? Let's see, our player starts in the temple. Okay, that's great. So let's think about, let's just run it and test it, make sure it all works. There it is, there's a, okay, so if I go east, north, right, I can't go anywhere. Look, oh, if I inventory, I'm carrying a golden idol. Okay, examine idol. Okay, well I didn't put a nice description on there, but you'll see here, let's look at the platform, or the pedestal. X pedestal. Okay, the pedestal, which is about 3 feet high, has a large circular indentation at the top. What I might want to do is put something in the description of the idol to say that it has a circular bottom. So that might suggest to the player that the idol is supposed to go into the pedestal, as opposed to just blindly trying anything in the pedestal, right? You're just trying to hint the player without sort of beating them over the head with the solution. All right, so let's see how we might do this. Do we have the verb? Okay, so let's make a function. And I'm going to call it, I don't know, place idle or something like that. I could call it put idle or idle, open passage, I could call it anything. And this is going to get called when the player puts the idol onto the pedestal. So what's going to happen when we do that? Let's add a print line here. Print line. After placing the idol on the pedestal, the west wall, a secret door on the west wall slides open, something like that. After placing the idol on a pedestal, a secret door, hidden door in the west wall slides open. There we go. And now what I can do is I can connect to the temple dot W, which is west, equals secret chamber, semicolon. So all I've done there is I've just changed the west property of the temple to be the secret chamber. And if I happen to know what room number that was, I could also just put the number of the room in there too. You might have to do that if you have like 5 rooms named corridor or something like that. But since we only have one secret chamber, we can just do that. Temple.west equals secret chamber. And now we have to hook that up to a sentence. So we can say if we put the idle on the pedestal, call the place idle function instead, right? Okay. Actually, let's do it after. So this way, if we do it after, the idle will still end up being on the pedestal. So that we're not changing or overriding the default put behavior. But after having done that, we want to do some additional stuff. So let's do that. So we'll do it after the default action. There we go. One other thing here, let's go back to our pedestal and make it a supporter, which means we can put things on it. Let's save this and give it a go. Okay, so I have the idle, put idle on pedestal. Done. After placing the idle on the pedestal, a hidden door in the west wall slides open. If I go west, now I'm in the secret chamber. Oh, and I was supposed to put some sort of artifact in here. Oh, and I spelled relics wrong, arg, and I can go back. So there you go. Now the problem is, watch this. I should be able to, what if I type, look at the pedestal. Pedestal, it should be showing me the objects that are on there. Get idle, taken. Okay, you are carrying a golden idol. Now watch this, watch what happens. If I do this a second time, if put idle on pedestal, right, it's going to do the same thing, right? Even though we've already opened up that passageway. So what we want to do is just put a check around that code. So let's go into here. And what we want to do is check to see if we've already opened up that passage. So we could say if the temple's west property, temple.west does not equal, and that's exclamation point equals. That means not equal to the secret chamber. And then let's put parentheses around that and group those all together. Otherwise, print line, nothing happens. Dot. Okay. So, and then actually, if I just click on the that function name again, you'll see it'll reformat it for me. If the temple's west property isn't the secret chamber, meaning we haven't opened the door already, now open the door. Otherwise, print nothing happens, right? So we're making a test to see whether or not we've already done that. And we could do that with a variable too, but whether or not the passage has been opened is being stored in the west property of the temple. So let's save that and launch the player and just see that works. Put idle on pedestal. Okay, take idle, put idle on pedestal. Nothing happens. Okay, so there we go. That's how you could make a secret passage. Now, just also keep in mind that in this particular example, the secret passage happened to be in the room where we were making the action, or we were making something happen, or we were doing something. It doesn't have to be that way. We could flip a switch in one room and have it open a door in a totally separate room. So that would force the player to do some more exploring. So there you go. I'll just leave that code up for now. So just if you don't remember what these little properties are, they're all listed down here: holder, description, initial description, all the directions, up, down, in, out, and mass. So things can have weight, and then these are properties you can test down here. So just keep in mind you've got all that stuff right on the little code window in case you forget what it is. So there you go. That's how to make a secret door. If you have any questions about how to get that working, just ask.